Now it's time for the lining of the bag, and the first thing we need to do is to create the zipper pocket for the bag. So for that we need one of the lining pieces, the zipper pocket piece, the zipper facing and the zip, plus our trusty double-sided tape if you use it. Now if you refer back to the website, Shambhala Bags website, for the instructions on how to insert the zipper, it's at www.shambhalabags.com/tutorials. It's free and you can download it, and then you refer back to the pattern for how far down you place it. It depends on which bag you're doing. With this particular bag, you've got to do 1.25 inches down from the top, and that's where you'll place it. So what I want to do is put some double-sided tape on the outer edge of the zipper facing, on both sides. I've just put that a bit over the edge, so I don't want it coming over the edge, because you'll see it on the... It was a bit too far. Okay, so we need to go 1.25 inches down. And I happen to know it's 1.75 inches gap each side. At the top. If I check at the bottom, it should be 2 inches. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm happy with where that is. And what we need to do next is stitch around the outer edge only. And I shall come back when we've done that bit. I have stitched around the outer edge. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, I've gone all the way around the edge, very close to the edge, just a few millimeters away. And now what we need to do is draw a box in the centre. And starting at 1/2 inch up from the bottom line, and 1/2 inch, sorry, no, 3/4 inch from the edge. So 1/2 inch up, 3/4 inch from the edge. And then again on the other side. And then just draw lines on the end. So, hoping you can see that. And you can either draw a line along the centre, and you can follow that central line to start cutting the hole, so that then you can go around the outside with scissors, or just do the line straight away. You can use a ruler to do it, or if you're confident with your cutting, you can just go ahead and cut with your rotary cutter along the outside lines. So I've used my rotary cutter so far, and then I'll finish the rest off with my little scissors so that I don't go over the line with the rotary cutter. So cut the hole out, and then what we want to do now is cut the excess fabric from the back here. So cut close to the stitch line, and you do want to go fairly close because you don't want to see the raw fabric edge in the zip pocket. So I've cut all the way around the edge there, and then you get your zipper pocket piece. Turn the lining side face down, and I got the pocket. I don't know why I got the pocket piece there. I need to get the zip. So get the zip and get your double-sided tape again. And I put the double-sided tape along the outer edge of the zip. Okay, and now what we want to do is place the zipper facing part over the zip as equally as we can. Sometimes you have to fiddle to reposition, and that's fine to do that, of course. You do want to make sure you've got it exactly where you want it to be. So that's that, and I shall just add an extra piece on the zip end. just to make sure that stays in place and it doesn't move. Now we turn the zipper facing, the zipper lining piece face down, and it's time to add the zip, so the pocket piece. So the pocket piece needs to be face down as well, and put it down to the edge of where your stitching was previously. So I want to zoom in and make sure you can see that. So there's the zipper, the stitching that I did previously, and I'm placing the pocket edge centrally over the on the line, basically on the stitching line. And then just pin in place. And now what we need to do is just stitch along that line. I'm not showing you, am I? Goodness me, I'm sorry. Along this line here, the bottom of the zip. Just stitch. Right, so I stitched along this bottom line. I don't know if you can see it. Over leaf, you can see the stitch line is there. And then we want to move the zipper pocket down. Just press with your fingers. And then fold it back up to the upper stitch line that you did. And then again, pin in place. If your pin will let you to. And this time we want to pin, sew up the side, along the top and down the side. And again, I will come back when I've stitched them. Right, I've stitched all the way around, and then you've got the stitching on the back. And now we need to just stitch, remove the tape I had earlier. We just want to stitch along there to make sure we catch the end of the zip in, both ends. And as I often do, instead of doing just the stitch straight down, it's quite nice to do a curve at the end, because corners of pockets always seem to get a little bit dusty and a little bits in. I don't know how, but it does. Little bits of fluff and so on. Whereas if you have a curve, that's not going to happen. And it's quite nice to have a pocket where you're not having to delve into right into the corners. So I'm going to come back when I've stitched that. I've sewn down the edge and in a bit, and then down the edge and in. So we have slight curves. I did that freehand. If you want to do a curved pocket, you can, and you're not confident to do it freehand, and then you can just draw it first and follow the line. So that's our zipper pocket done. And if you use any labels at this point, now is the time to add it. I'll be adding mine just there, but I need to do a few things to prepare it first. So I'm going to go and do that and return. Right, I thought I'd pop back in case you don't normally add labels and wonder how to go about adding yours. I thought I would show you what I do. I start with my label, and I have the raw edges, which I just flick over a lighter over to stop them fraying. And then, it's right, this double-sided tape gets everywhere. I then put a bit of double-sided tape on the edge and fold it over so it sticks it down. Then I put another piece on each edge, ready to stick it down to the bag lining. So I fold the label in half, and then I get the centre point of where I want to place it. So we've got 11.5 inches across. So I want to go 5 3/4, and that's the centre point. And then just open it out and stick it down. And then I'm going to stitch either side, and that's the label